How to measure one technology's impact in Vietnam War. Have you ever wondered how we can truly assess the impact of a single technology during the Vietnam War? It's a fascinating question that requires us to look at various factors. Let's break it down. First, we need to understand the technology's intended role in military operations. Was it meant for surveillance, weaponry, communication, or logistical support? Each of these roles has different criteria for effectiveness. For instance, sensor technologies like acoustic and seismic detectors were used along the Ho Chi Minh Trail to monitor enemy movement. They could pick up sounds from trucks or soldiers, but the North Vietnamese forces quickly adapted to avoid detection, which limited the sensor's effectiveness over time. Next, we should evaluate the tactical effectiveness of the technology. This means looking at how well it could detect, target, or neutralize enemy forces. Radar systems were employed to track mortar fire and locate enemy positions. However, many of these systems were outdated and could be easily deceived, which reduced their reliability in actual combat situations. Then, we have to consider the strategic impact. Just because a technology works well on a tactical level does not mean it provides a strategic advantage. Take the McNamara line, for example. This was a sensor-based barrier designed to stop enemy infiltration. Despite its advanced technology, it did not significantly hinder the flow of North Vietnamese troops and supplies. This shows that technology alone cannot defeat a determined enemy. Another important aspect is the broader consequences of using technology. For example, Operation Ranch Hand involved using chemical defoliants to destroy jungle cover. While this aimed to deny the enemy concealment, it also alienated local populations and fueled anti-American sentiment. This illustrates that the effects of technology extend beyond the battlefield. Additionally, we must look at how well the technology was integrated into military operations. Some technologies required extensive support and infrastructure. For example, sensor networks linked to large command centers needed significant resources. Their complexity sometimes limited how quickly they could adapt to the fast-changing conditions in Vietnam. Finally, we should compare the technology's performance against the enemy's countermeasures. The North Vietnamese and Viet Cong often used guerrilla tactics and camouflage to counteract technological advantages. This highlights the limitations of relying solely on advanced equipment in a conflict. To sum it up, measuring the impact of one technology in the Vietnam War involves examining its tactical effectiveness, strategic outcomes, political and social repercussions, operational integration, and the enemy's adaptive responses. Each of these factors plays a role in understanding how technology influenced this complex conflict.